looking forward to this one all week. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That second down play nets a -4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That's pulled in at the 32. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Ready?
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a... This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Oh, he's got a little... It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. Now Cook running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And going the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Back to throw here.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll run with Cook. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep, and he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Here's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, boys. Let's power up.
First down, Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll find Thielen working the middle. So the completion good for just 3. 3rd and 7 now.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to take over here up near the 40. And the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass. That's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go out for the football. Right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully
Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Murray to air it out again. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. Ertz over the middle. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. The Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Again, it's Conner. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animating.
2nd and 9 now. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
Back to throw now on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. Open man, once again it's Thielen. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team around the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
That's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson from 13 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Flush to his right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now a hit and a loose football. And now headed the other way, they're across midfield.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Murray. Looking deep downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They start the drive with Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Looking to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. He'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked down, began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's 4th down now, but he's 4th down that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to win.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
A carry here for the big tight end. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Here's Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try and run right on the option. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Play fake. Murray being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get this to about the 38. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken the game. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. To throw is Murray. He's got Connor. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw, Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Murray, one final try. Dancing to his left. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement.